That's why he's a future Hall of Fame coach. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He just continues to win. Still very young in his career. And he's going against a very good up-and-coming coach in Kenny Payne.
And Virginia controls in the second meeting between these teams. Virginia won the first in Louisville by 3 in a tightly contested game. Kihei Clark on senior day.
Well, Virginia's going to get that curl cut. They've had it 3 straight possessions. They're going to get it all afternoon because Louisville is trailing that screen and not bumping as much when the man curls, which is going to free up Vanderplas. Nice shot by Withers. They need him to play well today.
Beekman picked it off. Clark off the shot fake. Probing. Gardner the trailer. Armaan Franklin knocks it down.
Now they've gone zone on the offensive rebound. They're trying to match back up. Now they sit back into the zone. This is where they've awareness. Got to have awareness.
Kihei Clark to Ryan Dunn. Though he got recognized last year for it, didn't go through the pregame ceremonies earlier today as Jayden Gardner gets a block on L. Ellis, who recovers, has to get it up, and he does.
But he got fortunate because that's not a good shot. When it comes to winning, when it comes to scoring, delivering the ball, making the right play.
Jayden Gardner turns around and knocks it down. Just by the way, housekeeping-wise, they had a long look at the monitor during the commercial break. Shot clock winding down. Here's J.J. Traynor. You think he is a big key for the Cards today. And now Mike James slashing on the baseline, and he gets the roll with a tough take.
Happening on the other side of the floor, which is where they get their back cut. So they're going to... They had the closeout. Didn't drive it right away.
Kamari Lands,
but still
talented freshman, number 42 in our ESPN 100 with the bucket.
No wasted dribbles right now by Lands, by James. That's a positive for the Louisville offense.
Francisco Caparo with the poster. Hello.
That's senior day.
You like the way that Virginia was flowing offensively in a win Tuesday over Clemson, and that has continued. That's Franklin again. McNeely, you said known for his shooting, finds Gardner in that mid-range spot.
It's just, it goes straight up. Baycott and can Pete Nance not only facilitate scoring, but be a good passer in the high-low game.
Gardner goes to work on the inside for Virginia.
They've got to run when they can run. Get into the secondary break in this drag screen, just like this.
Good hands, though, from Vanderplas, who goes 2-on-1, back to Beekman for 2.
See, that's Mike James. Get back, Mike James. Get back and try to break the play up. Louisville's just got to get back to the baseball analogy of quit trying to hit home runs and hit some singles. Keep it simple. Keep the ball moving.
Vanderplas got free, a blown assignment by the Cards. Oh, you see how this day has played out for them.
Well, that part of the country, great slip by Beekman. That part of the country is going through it. I saw 475,000 homes without power in Kentucky.
All started with a better screen, similar to the one you had broken down earlier. Driving kick for Beekman. Yes. And a look back at the Louisville bench from the normally quiet Reese Beekman.
Since his freshman year here under Tony Bennett at Virginia. And that's the one part for him to be the NBA player that he's destined to be, that he's got to become more and more consistent at. And some of that is because they don't create a lot of turnovers at all. And the other part of it is because they're not getting the foul line as much.
Had those losses to Boston College and North Carolina. What a cut, what a find done for Beekman.
You got to trim this lead down the best that you can with under a minute to go. Don't want an empty possession here if you're Louisville.
J.J. Traynor going to work on Ryan Dunn. Tough shot over the top from Traynor. Been coming on recently. Last 4 games averaging 13 per. McNeely hoists. And hits. Clark can knock it down. Good closeout from James, but the offensive rebound from Armaan Franklin. He does have a remaining year of eligibility if he wants a 5th season here in Charlottesville.
Watch Gardner on the slip. There it is.
You saw it coming.
Oh, yeah, because he set the flare. I mean, I might want to box and one from 15 feet in. I'm joking, but you cannot let him play free. He's too good.
Withers. Tough follow-away goes. Gardner's got 8. It's been well balanced for
there it
Virginia.
Is again.
Falling away. No boxing one this time from 15 and in. Traynor on the offensive boards goes diving for it and rescues it out to James. They move it for Ellis. Short from deep. Traynor underneath with a putback. do you like and give you confidence going forward toward the NCAA tournament?
I like it a lot. I think they could do even more with Kihei and the ball screen, because what he can do is he can see and he can develop. They do such a good job. A good three-point shooter for them from that 5 spot.
He's 5 and white, the 6th-year senior, the Ohio transfer, as Gardner faces up for 2 more. And for Vanderplas, because he's a connector for them offensively.
Well, look at him in his stance right now. Look at how he's playing. He's down, he's moving, he's sprinting out of the pick-and-roll trap to get back in the paint. Great cut. Great cut by Ellis. Nice pass. Lance kept his eyes up, and he'll step back behind for a 3 because the defenders are trying to play the curl. He can really make people pay. He creates even better spacing for the Virginia offense when he's making 3s.
Caffaro kept it alive to McNeely.
Caffaro is going to be open on a drop-off.
Boy, they didn't need it. Just keeps coming. This guy just keeps coming.
He had a play the other night against Clemson. He blocked his shot, took off, ran the floor, got a lob on the other end. Very, very good play for Ryan Dunn.
Yeah, Ryan Dunn, 10 points, 5 rebounds against Clemson Tuesday. Second most points he's had in a game this season. And he had been quiet the previous half-dozen games. His classmate McNeely knocks it down, plus a foul.
Just a beautiful 3. But it's the reminders that do the deal.
Oh, that is a deep one for Ellis. Came up short. Good battle on the boards. And Fabio Basili with the putback.
It's a 16-point game with 11:30 to go. You're not going to get back in there just firing 1 pass 3s.
McNeely slashing and finishing. Trainer lowering the shoulder on Dunn, carving out space and scoring off the glass.
If you can get a post-up ISO off movement, it's good. And that was very good. They drove it out of the corner, got into the running post-up. There's no double right now.
Caffaro finishes. Giannis is back. Bucks still rolling. Vasily out the shot fake, finds Ellis. Knocks it down, and Ellis, with under 9 to go, connects from deep. He's got 14. And it's down to 15.
That was a very good possession.
By take the dribble, you mean stop the ball and prevent him from getting by with 1.
Take a bigger first step.
Kept alive underneath, and there's one of your guys, J.J. Trainer, on the second effort for Louisville.
Rarely gets rattled. It's very, very hard to take Kihei Clark out of a game by pressure. Good pass.
Lob for Gardner from Beekman.
Making everything high. They've got to get back to taking on that ball screen, but Kihei Clark has turned it up on Ellis here.
Initiating at midcourt with 4 to shoot. Lob for Roosevelt Wheeler. 14, and that dime to Roosevelt Wheeler. Vanderplas got Wheeler in the air and finished.
The curl and slip added again. Well, Tony said to us before the game that he's worked on where he releases his shot. What I've seen from him, because he was in the 70s back at Ohio, is he falls back off that line too much, and he falls early.
ESPN Deportes and ESPN Plus. To get the main card in English and Spanish, go to espnplus.com/PPV. He came over to say hi to you pre-game.
Know him. We tried to recruit him when I was at Georgia. When he left Indiana, I've known him a long time. He was a young player when I was coaching at Indiana.
Rebound Basili, and momentum for Louisville with the basketball.
It is. You've got to get a good look if you're Louisville. This is where you figure that's a good look.
Trainer
What's a good look? Great defense. Right now it's a 13-point game.
With 3.5 left, Clark attacks Trainer. Bounces for Dunn. Like they're playing their best basketball at both ends of the season, and that they have found a new level before that matchup with the Heels.
Well, they've gotten better. Their players have gotten better, and there's no doubt that was a foul.
Wasn't called.
No,
Vanderplas cleans it up. Ellis with a couple of misses at the stripe. Franklin goes spinning and attacking, and through his eyes finishes.
The dribbles matter. They're not wasted. They're out in front, and he's in an attacking mode.
Double team nearly forced a turnover, and Mike James finishes, and he's up to 18 with a chance at another 3-point play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh! No, he didn't.
A guy who wants to go into coaching. He could maybe go play somewhere next year if he wants to, and if not, he very well might be, we were told pregame, a GA on this Virginia coaching staff next year. He gets his moment.